Spain goes to the polls in a close-run election amid concerns it could see the far right take a seat in parliament for the first time in decades. It's election day for more than 37 million people in Spain. They're going to the polls to choose a new parliament with no party expected to win an absolute majority. The big question is whether it will result in another leftist coalition or one between the right and far right. It's a poll marked by ideological differences and irritation at being forced to vote during the summer holidays.
Hemos votado ya por correo porque estamos fuera de nuestro domicilio habitual. Y sí, lo consideramos como una responsabilidad y un deber, así que sí.
Todo puede pasar, no sé quién puede ganar, quién no puede ganar, porque tan pronto está por un lado como por otro y está complicado.
Socialist Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez called the election early after the left took a beating in local elections in May. If the Conservative People's Party wins today, it could see the far right back in office for the first time since the 1975 end of the dictatorship led by General Francisco Franco. Voting opens at 9 Central European time and closes at 8 on Sunday evening when exit polls will be released. Tens of thousands of protesters arrive on the main highway into Jerusalem on Saturday night. A last-ditch show of force aimed at blocking Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's contentious judicial overhaul. Adding to the pressure, more than 100 of Israel's former security chiefs have signed a letter pleading with the Premier to halt the legislation. The marchers have completed the last leg of a 4-day, 70-kilometre trek from Tel Aviv to camp outside Parliament ahead of Monday's expected vote.
More claims of drone attacks in Crimea. The region's Russian-installed governor, Sergei Aksyonov, said Ukraine had attempted to launch a strike on the annexed peninsula. The alleged attack has temporarily brought 3 long-distance trains to a grinding halt.
Произошла атака вражеского беспилотника на Красногвардейский район. Значит, в результате почти аналогичная ситуация с Кировским районом. Произошла детонация боеприпасов на складе хранения. Соответственно, исходя из ситуации, сложившейся, мной принято решение эвакуировать в радиусе 5 километров от эпицентра, соответственно, население.
Roadblocks have been set up to divert traffic away from the Kerch Bridge. This after Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky says the bridge linking Crimea to Russia, quote, brings war, not peace. On Monday, 2 civilians were killed by explosions on the overpass. It was severely damaged in a similar attack last October and only recently had all its lanes reopened. Taking a stand against Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban. Romanian nationalists demonstrated outside the Tusvanyos festival in Transylvania, Romania on Saturday. Protesters say the plan was to disrupt Orban's annual message, but they failed to gain access.
Victor Orban este mâna dreaptă a lui Vladimir Putin, teroristul Vladimir Putin, care e dat în căutare internațională. Și Victor Orban și cu Vladimir Putin, ei aduc aceeași programă de ocupare, anexare.
In his speech, the populist leader decried what he called the EU's LGBT offensive and shared his views on the US, China and New World Order.
A háború az nem elkerülhetetlen. Ennek az a föltétele, hogy a világ elmozdult egyensúlya helyett a világ képes legyen új egyensúlyt találni. A nagyoknak el kellene fogadni, hogy 2 nap van az égen.
Orbán Viktor először 1998-ban beszélt a Szabad Egyetemen. Akkor frissen megválasztott miniszterelnökként az ország NATO csatlakozásának szükségességét hangsúlyozta. Most az Európai Uniót egy gazdag, de gyenge uniónak nevezte, amely körbekerítve érzi magát. Mint mondta, az EU egy kiöregedett boxbajnok, amely mutogatja az öveit, de a ringbe már nem akar beszállni. Kónya Rita, Euronews, Tusnádfürdő.
It was victory on Saturday for Slovenia's Tadej Pogačar in the Tour de France as he won a small group sprint in the final mountain stage in the Vosges. But despite claiming his second win in this year's race, the 2-time winner of the Tour is still 7 minutes and 29 seconds behind his main rival, Jonas Vingegaard. The Dane and defending champion looks set to win his second Tour de France title as the cyclists make the processional stage to central Paris today.